Good morning and welcome to Waking Up with Don. Today I have a special guest. I have Dr. Ahmed Rezk, who is a local pediatrician, and I want to introduce him to you. Dr. Rezk, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, well, thanks for being had and coming on here. Why are you a pediatrician? I mean, there are a lot of different specialties that you can go to, I suppose. Well, why pediatrics?
Well, from the first day I graduated from medical school, I really liked interacting with children and how pediatrics is as preventive care and taking care of children in all types of scenarios, inpatient, outpatient. Explaining, it's a lot of education in pediatrics and interacting with my patient and being their doctor for a long period of time, being actually their family doctor for a long period of time has been very, very interesting and very compelling for me as a physician.
So I guess it is rewarding to see these children grow up under your care, I suppose.
Yes, it has been a great experience for me. I've been doing this for over 15 years now, and I really enjoy doing it and look forward to doing it for as long as I can.
Yeah. It takes a substantial investment of time and money for your education. Do you think it's worth it nowadays to do all that?
Well, yes. I mean, if you really, I mean, as one of my mentors told me before, if you do what you like, you will not have to work a day in your life. So if you're doing what you like, you'll be pretty invested in it, and you would be very happy with your life, and that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. So you're in a profession that you love, right? But why Panama City? Are you in a city that you love now, or?
Well, yes, actually, yeah, I do love Panama City. My family some of my family members are from here, so we really enjoy coming down here and being with them. And some of my friends who graduated also from medical school are practicing here in different specialty like surgery or internal medicine. Mm-hmm. So it's a nice community. The weather is beautiful here.
Sure is.
You're close to the beaches and you're close to everything. So it was
because
perfect.
As a medical professional, you can almost pretty much hang a shingle out anywhere you want. And we're happy you came here to Bay County, quite honestly.
Well, I'm happy. I'm happy being here. It's very enjoyable being here.
Now, the name of your practice is Rainbow Pediatrics.
That's true.
Why do you call it Rainbow Pediatrics?
Well,
is there a significance to that symbolism?
Yeah, there is. Actually, when I first came here, it was raining, and then the sun came out, and there was rainbow. I mean, I saw like 3-4 rainbows since I came here. So I thought, this would be a new practice in town, providing something at the end, something at the end of providing children a different type of care and a more professional type of care.
I know before we started the show, we talked a little bit about your education, and part of that education was in New Jersey. And we all know they don't have rainbows in New Jersey. But they
do have snow, though.
They have lots of snow in New Jersey. But yeah, it is a beautiful place down here, and we're glad you came down here. We've got to run off to a quick break, but on the other side of that, maybe you can give us a little bit of advice on what you can do to make sure that your child is healthy without running to the doctor all the time, what things you could look out for, and maybe you can give some budding doctors some advice on what they need to know if they wanted to enter your profession.
Sure.
You're watching Waking Up with Don, and we're going to go to your local weather, brought to you by the West Pittman Law Firm, westpittmanlaw.com. Welcome back, and I'm here with Dr. Ahmed Rezk from Rainbow Pediatrics, and we're talking about kids' health. Flu season's just about over, isn't it, Doctor?
Yeah, it's almost over, and we don't see a lot of children with flu nowadays. But if you didn't get your child vaccinated, it'll be a good idea to get on top of that.
What should moms and dads and parents in general be looking out for now? I mean, what's the next seasonal thing that you see the most of?
Well, with change of season, yeah, I mean, you would get a lot of allergies now, so you should be careful about avoidance of things that you know your child is allergic to. And if the child has allergic rhinitis, he or she should be on their medicines right now and should be quite taking their steroids, taking their Zyrtec, taking whatever prescribed by their physician. And that's very important to get on top of that right now.
My oldest son had terrible allergies for a long time. And apparently he's outgrown them. Can you outgrow your
Yes, actually you can outgrow your allergies. It depends what types of allergies they are. I mean, a lot of children, when they're in the first year or so in their life, they're allergic to milk, they're allergic to peanuts, and some children do outgrow that by time, but you have to get tested for that. There's skin allergy testing, there is blood testing for that. We usually see these patients as a primary care, as their pediatrician, and then we definitely sometimes we do refer them to an allergist immunologist to see what they're allergic to and to avoid some of the stuff they're allergic to.
You know, there's something special about moms. Like, they always know if there's something wrong with the kids. I know, particularly with my wife and my sons, the way she was. So you could just tell by looking at him that he wasn't feeling well. If your son or daughter isn't feeling well, do you run straight to the doctor, or what should people do? Because modern mothers have a tendency to over-mother nowadays.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of that?
I do, but the most important thing, you cannot be too careful with a child or a baby. So you have to be very careful, especially with a baby. He gets his, once the baby's born, after the hospital discharge, he should go to his pediatrician right away, get checked. You get into problems like jaundice, and then you should get the schedule from your pediatrician about what types of shots your child should be on, and when is your child going to get these shots, and at what age, and what are the signs and symptoms that you should be looking for. And if you have any questions, you should always follow with your pediatricians, because the first year of life is very essential for the child, and you're like investing in his whole career if you keep up with his well-checked visits, keep up with his sick visits. I don't think a mother can be too careful. I think if a mother has a concern, she should go to her pediatrician, seek attention, seek medical care, because you can never underestimate the disease.
Especially in infancy.
Yes.
Because those type of little things could be life-threatening for an infant, couldn't they?
Yes, they can be life-threatening to an infant, and there's a couple of cases that I have dealt with, specifically since I came here. A baby who had fever, mother thought it was nothing, gave some Tylenol, and then what happened is the baby came to me with a fever, had severe swelling on the back, and the baby turned out to have meningitis.
Holy mackerel,
yeah.
Wow.
But the baby did well at the end, got a prolonged course of treatment for 14 days and did great. But these things, if they go unnoticed, this baby could have had a severe debilitating disease for the rest of his life. Meningitis
is very serious stuff. We're up against the clock right now. But if someone wanted to get in touch with you, I mean, how do we do that? Do we just look you up, Rainbow Pediatrics, or where are you located?
We are located in the Baldwin Plaza, the intersection between Highway 77 and Baldwin, and we have a website you can look at and seek our number and get in touch with us.
Dr. Rezk, thank you so much for the work you do for our children, and thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you very much for having me today.
And now we're going to get our Max Biz tip from Zenovia Andrews. We'll be right back.
Zenovia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am super excited to be here in the Max Out Studios bringing you your Max Biz tip for the week. Listen, for about a month now, you've been Facebooking me, tweeting, emailing me, asking me the question, what in the world is Max Out? Well, let me share with you. You are max out. I'm max out. Max out is inspiration. It's elevation. It's transformation. And it's you at your very best. It's you having the ability and the talent to be able to overcome any obstacle that gets in your way. It's you discovering how to let go of fear. Those things that keep holding you back in your past and preventing you from moving forward. This is a max out. It's you finding out how living courageously can change everything in your life, your spirituality, your health, your finances, your relationships. And let me be crystal clear though. It's not for everyone. It's for those elect individuals that are ready. And you say, hey, it's me. I'm ready. And you're ready to dominate in your gift zone. And hey, my friend, I believe that's you, or you wouldn't be watching this television this morning. Listen, it means you going the extra mile for yourself, not just once, but every day, day of your life, to have a bigger life. Listen, I'm Zenovia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I am here to support you. You can reach me at www.zenoviaandrews.com. If you follow me on social media, hey, I'll follow you back. And let's continue to press towards the max.
Welcome back. I'm speaking with Richard Branham. Actually, we're kind of yucking it up, and we're talking about sleep habits and what it takes to get a good night's sleep. Richard, we were talking a little bit about how important sleep is. What can happen to you if you don't get a good night's sleep?
The effects of lack of sleep reach further than most people even realize. I mean, short term, anything from just getting agitated. I'm sure you've heard the saying, boy, you got up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Yeah. Or you get cranky when you don't get enough sleep.
Absolutely.
That's me.
And that can affect you just in a negative way that way. But long term, it's been led to depression, attention deficit disorder, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, anxiety. I mean, just a lot of different things. And when you get proper sleep, your body rejuvenates itself, your brain rejuvenates itself. Your brain even goes through something called memory consolidation. You get rid of all the negative thoughts, all the clutter. Like, say for instance, you're a child trying to learn how to ride a bike, and you're getting up and you're riding, and you do some wrong things and you fall over. Well, you get back up and you try again, and you finally learn the correct procedure, the right technique to ride the bicycle. When you go to sleep that night, your brain is going to take all those thoughts of falling off the bicycle, the way you learn to fall off, it's going to get rid of that. You don't need to learn how to fall off a bicycle. It's going to get rid of all those thoughts and remember the proper technique to ride the bicycle. That's getting rid of all the clutter. That's all stuff that happens when you get a good night's sleep.
So I would think a good night's sleep is particularly important for kids then. I mean, if you're in school and you're learning and you're in class all day and you do your homework and then you get to sleep at night, maybe work through those math problems in your head. Who knows what goes on when you're sleeping.
Go through all those. When you study at night, you go to bed, it starts transferring into your long-term memory. And a good comfortable bed is going to make a big difference because you get into a longer sleep, a more productive sleep. You have to get into a REM stage sleep for all these good effects to take place. And if you don't have a nice comfortable mattress, you're going to be disturbed during the night. You're going to be getting up. Disturbed sleep is not good sleep. You want a nice, steady sleep.
Yeah, 8 hours of REM stage sleep is always nice, but a lot of us are busy and can't do it. Like, just anecdotally, I saw an interview with Donald Trump, and he said he only got 3 hours of sleep a night.
I've heard that.
I find it very hard to believe. I couldn't function on 3 hours of sleep.
No way I can function on 3 hours sleep. As you get older, you need less sleep than when you're a child. Child's bodies are developing, and they need to recover. Just say, for instance, babies when they're born, they need anywhere from 10 to 12 hours of sleep, up to 18, some experts say.
Wow.
Kids, you're looking more like 10 to 12 hours. Teens are going to be 8 to 9 hours, and then when you get to be an adult, 7 to 9 hours. Now, a lot of adults don't get 7 to 9 hours. The average adult's probably going to get about 6 hours of sleep. And if you're only going to get 6 hours, you need to make sure that's a quality 6 hours.
Yeah, and naps too. In some parts of the world, they take naps in the afternoon. Like if you go to Southern Europe, those guys are taking a little nap, shutting down their shops at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They don't open up again until 6 that night.
Right, and I've read studies, and I can't remember the exact statistics there, but like a 20-minute nap in the middle of the afternoon does your body the same amount of good as extending your sleep 2 hours in the middle of the night, when you're sleeping at night. So if you don't get enough sleep at night, if you can get a 20-minute nap in, that's going to do your body the same amount of good as getting an extra, I think they said 2 hours of sleep.
Wow. Power nap.
At night. Yes,
I'm all about
power
it.
nap. And you don't want to sleep longer than 20 minutes because 15 to 20 minutes, you're going to get a nice rest. But if you sleep longer than 20 minutes, then you're going to start going into that deep REM sleep. And when you wake up, you're going to be all groggy and, that kind of thing there.
Yeah, I've heard people say, hey, I feel worse after I take a nap. They're probably sleeping too long.
Yeah, if you're getting an hour, 45 minutes or an hour, your body's starting to shut down now. And it's rejuvenating and all, but when you wake up, you're not fully rested and you're feeling a little bit groggy. You get about 15, 20-minute power nap there. Your body hasn't shut down, but you've got some good rest.
Yeah. Let's talk about where you sleep after this break. And not all over the place or who you sleep with, but where you sleep and what kind of mattress is what I meant. We'll see you right after these messages. Welcome back. I'm speaking with Richard Branham, and we're talking about a good night's sleep and what you need to do to get one. How often should you get a new mattress?
The average mattress lasts about 8 to 10 years.
Yeah, all right.
Now, the average consumer buys a new mattress about every 12 years, so they get their money's worth out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And one of the things that we find kind of funny is, you know, they come in about every 12 years, and that's something that most people don't want to buy, and most people don't even realize what they're missing. If you have never bought a good quality mattress, you don't even know what you're missing until you get one.
That's true.
And see the benefits that it can do for you. But, and then they'll come in here and they'll pick out a mattress. And we try and keep everything in stock because we found that even though they wait 3 or 4 years longer than they should have, they're waking up and their back's all hurting, and man, I knew I need to be getting a new mattress, but they keep putting it off. Then they come in and they go, I need that delivered like today. You don't wait 3 years longer than you should, but I want it today.
Isn't that the truth?
Once they make up their mind, they're ready to go.
I believe it. I totally. I remember back in the old days, you had to flip your mattress. Do you do that anymore? Or
99% of the mattresses now are non-flip. They did a lot of research on mattresses and what wears them out, and they found that most mattresses wear from the bottom up, especially when you have those double-sided pillow tops. Well, that pillow top on the bottom is getting all smashed from the sleepers tossing and turning everything. So they did a lot of research, and they put this block foam on the bottom of it, and the block foam on the bottom actually absorbs the weight and pressure from the sleepers tossing and turning, and it gives the mattress a longer life, so you don't have to flip them anymore.
Isn't that something? I just learned something. Soft, hard. I mean, old-timers would say, oh, sleep on a door. It's good for your back, or some craziness like that. Is a harder mattress better for your back, or is it just an individual thing?
You need a good support, and a nice firm support. You don't have to have a hard mattress. A firm mattress and hard mattress are kind of different, you know, as far as that goes. The main thing I tell everybody to do when you come in there, wear some comfortable clothes and be prepared to lay down on a few mattresses. Find something that's going to feel good to you. Because it doesn't matter if a mattress costs $3,000. If it's not comfortable to you, you're wasting your money.
I know we bought one at your place, and I sampled every mattress there. I curled up just like I would see. Because people have a tendency just to lay on their back to check out a mattress. But who sleeps like that? Most people kind of, you know, on your side or something, you know.
And as long as you lay on it, but I get a lot of people that come in and they'll push on it. Yeah, that one feels okay. And I tell them, you really need to, do you sleep like this? I don't sleep like that. And you can't really get a good feel of it. It feels different when you sit on it, and it feels different when you lay on it. You got to find something that's going to be comfortable to you.
Yeah, so you've got people there that will guide you through that process. And I got to tell you, when I went there, I felt right at home. And I had one of your guys show me around, and heck, we spent some time in there, you know, checking out all the mattresses.
That's the way you're supposed to do it.
And I wound up getting something really, really soft. And it wasn't even for me, it was for my son.
Right.
But, you know.
And you can get something with a nice firm support underneath with a little bit of extra padding on the surface to give it a little bit of surface softness. So you can get the firm support, but whatever comfort level that you prefer. And my guys are really good. I have them factory trained, so they know the ins and outs of these things. I personally go down to all the furniture markets and try and find the latest, greatest in technology, what's going to give you the proper support, proper spinal alignment, you know, how these mattresses are built. I do all that. And anybody that wants to come in and know those specs, my guys are all factory trained, you know, so they can give you all those. But the main thing I tell them to do is try and find out what comfort levels people are looking for, you know, and they're very good at asking a few questions and narrowing down the mattresses for you. Because people come in, they don't know. It's like when I go buy a washing machine, I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm going to rely on a salesman, you know, as far as that goes. So I make sure all my people are factory trained. When you come in, we'll be able to answer all your questions and make you feel a lot more comfortable about the process.
Well, you certainly did that for me, and we're out of time. But thanks a lot for coming on and explaining the importance of sleep and where to get it. And stop by Sleep Center, where it's bedtime all day long. We'll see you right after this break. And then after that, we've got Jam Therapy. And now to close out the show with some great music, my favorite part of this show, we've got Jam Therapy.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, my name's Federico. Would you like to dance? Please don't say no. Give me a chance. I won't wait for you. So come on, let's go. And if you really wanna, we can take it slow. 'Cause I'll spin you round and round, dancing to the sounds. Love to watch you groove, so let your body move around. Well, you may not know me, 'cause I'm kinda shy, but we both have chemistry. Oh, and that class at 9. Well, if you decline or made up your mind, well, I understand. But if you agree, I'll let you leave. Just take my hand. 'Cause I'll spin you round and round, dancing to the sounds. I love to watch you move, so let your body groove around. Oh, let your body move.